So the project, which has been going on for about 3 years, we've been working with the client to essentially transform their entire business, going all the way from early strategy work to assessing the business's capability to meet that strategy, and then finally putting a major program in place to transform everything from putting in a new digital front end to new policy management servicing system to a real state-of-the-art pricing engine and capability. So the project's been a great example of how Baringa can bring all of these different capabilities to help the client all the way from the start, from the strategy piece, to proper delivery. So it began by us working with the client to take their strategy that they'd shaped and understand how both the current business capability and the IT capability could meet that. We identified gaps. In the case of those gaps, and it was business, how they could be addressed. If it was IT, did we buy new platforms? Did we bend the current ones? Did we build them from scratch? Where we were looking for new ones, we then helped on the RFP process and assisted in the commercial negotiations. And then we got into the full sort of transformational delivery piece. So we ran requirements gathering, we helped deliver the program as a result, the delivery lead roles, test strategy, IT strategy and solution, and finally the business change and implementation work. So it's just been a great example of bringing all these different capabilities that we've got to the client and also actually building a high-performing team where it's us working with the suppliers and the client and ourselves to actually deliver something that's been incredibly difficult. So naturally this hasn't been without its challenges. The first one would be it's been a very complex program. We're putting in best-of-breed pricing, a new digital front end. We're putting a new policy management system onto old legacy architecture. So all of that, it's been a complex program from that sort of intellectual standpoint. Secondly, we're working with lots of different suppliers, so making sure all those suppliers are aligned, all have the same goals in mind, which is obviously complicated by all of them being on different commercial arrangements, and how do you align everyone to pull in the same direction? And I guess finally, a big challenge has been, it's been a 3-year program, so we're trying to do this transformational change whilst at the same time the business itself is being impacted and changed by the things going on around it. So trying to keep our program aligned with changes in strategy all the way through it. So ultimately, what was achieved and what we've been so proud of is taking the sort of program, very, very difficult program that often gets cancelled or de-scoped into something that's not really what it was originally intended to be, and we've kept it moving. We've worked with the client and with their suppliers to deliver genuine change for the business whilst everything else was changing around it as well.